Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Crypto Nobes. In today's video we're going to be looking at my top 5 crypto picks for June. If you like anything I bring to you, a like, a subscribe or sharing the video really does help my channel out. With that, let's jump straight into the video. Quickly, before we start, I'd just like to announce that the support I've had on my channel recently has been absolutely amazing. So when I reach 1,000 subscribers, as a thank you, I'm going to be giving away a Ledger Nano S or $70 worth of cryptocurrency, either or, whichever one you prefer. So if you'd like to enter, just be subscribed to the channel and I'll update further details for the giveaway when it's closer to the time. If you want to buy a Ledger Nano to keep your crypto the safest way possible, there's a link down in the description, so check that one out too. So the first one, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be on our list, this is in no particular order, but I strongly believe if you have any of these 5 in your portfolio will be pretty successful. If you have any 5 of these in there, your portfolio will more than likely do very, very well. These are what I also have, so I am very, very confident about these 5. So if you have your own opinions, leave them down in the description below. The first one that we're going to look at, it is Cardano. Now with Cardano, they've had a lot of hype recently around it with 63% gains, which is obviously very, very good. I've made a video about it as to why, and I'm going to explain here as to why, and it's because they had their release date for their Shelly update, which is a decentralized application that they're applying, which a lot of people have been waiting a while for, and now it's finally happened. So Cardano is on course to be back to its all-time high, in my opinion. If they can continue doing really well like they are, then they will be one of the ones to watch. They're holding strongly in the 10th position spot, which is obviously very, very good. So in my opinion, I think Cardano is a very, very solid investment for the next 2 years, obviously longer, but I think in the next 2 years you're going to see Cardano really come out of its shell and test those all-time highs. The potential is unreal, and the fact that they are still making the movements they want to be making, it's very, very good for them. Now the next one, ladies and gentlemen, that I want you to have a look at, these are all cryptocurrencies that I want you to have a look at rather than me telling you to buy them, as I'm not a financial investor advisor. I'm simply giving you my opinion as to what I think a solid portfolio could look like if you have these in here. So the next one on the list is going to be Zilliqa. Now Zilliqa has been doing a lot of really big moves over the past 30 days. As you can see, they've gone up 201%. A lot of big cryptocurrency YouTubers are talking about them. It has also recently been approved by the Singapore Bank, which is obviously which is obviously very, very big to be backed by them. So then that's obviously very, very big news. Overall, what Zilliqa want to do is a high performance, high security blockchain platform for enterprises and next generation applications. A lot of people are comparing this to the Ethereum killer, which is fair enough, because Zilliqa is actually doing very, very big moves at the moment, and a lot of people saying it's a very, very undervalued coin. I personally bought in a couple of weeks ago and it's doing very, very, very well for me, but I'm constantly trying to do my research on this one to make sure it is actually 100% legit before I go all in. But for the minute, I am very, very confident on this one, as well as a lot of other people. They are very, very confident on Zilliqa, and they have every reason to be, because it is definitely one to watch in my opinion. Now the next pick number 3 in no particular order, this is probably my favourite cryptocurrency out there, and it has good reason to be, and it is Chainlink. Why Chainlink? If you have a look at their chart overall, it's absolutely outstanding. It's very, very similar to Bitcoin, in fact. If we compare what they want to do to the people that don't understand what they want to do, your smart contracts connected to real-world data, events and payments. The Chainlink network provides reliable, tamper-proof inputs and outputs for complex smart contracts on any blockchain. Here's a quick diagram to show you what it wants to do. Now, with Chainlink, I've been buying Chainlink since $2, and since then I'm very, very happy, because obviously it's double that now. Chainlink, it has some of the biggest partnerships going at the minute. It has partnerships with Tezos, it has partnerships with Bido, and many, many other cryptocurrencies, as well as businesses that are very, very close to making big, big moves, in my opinion. Chainlink is definitely up there as one of my favorite cryptos out there. and it has very good reason to be. If you haven't invested or looked at Chainlink, then I highly recommend you do your homework, have a look at Chainlink, and decide if it's the one that you want to buy or not. If it's not for you, fair enough, but for me, it's personally my favourite cryptocurrency out there at the minute, and it has good reason to be. With the potential it does have over the next couple of years, it has a lot of potential moves, especially same with Tezos, because it is their first bull run, first major bull run. Neither of them have experienced a bull run that could go 1000x or 1000% or 2000% like XRP, like Neo, like all of those cryptocurrencies did 3 years ago. They all went really, really high. Chainlink and Tezos has not seen that yet, so they could be one of the two of the ones that shine the most potentially, as well as Zilliqa. They could be the ones to shine quite highly in this cryptocurrency the next cryptocurrency bull run, in my opinion. Now the fourth pick that is going to be on our list, it's another big one, and in my opinion you guys should be looking at this if you aren't already. A lot of you would have heard of this one, a lot of you wouldn't, but you guys need to have a look at this one, and do your homework on this one, because it's one that I would highly recommend keeping an eye on. Tezos, they are doing absolute bits at the minute. They're currently up 20% in the last 30 days. The all-time high is $5.94, and they're currently at $2.89, which is obviously seems like a good time to buy. What is Tezos? What do they want to do? Secure, upgradable, built to last. Tezos is an open source platform for assets and applications backed by a global community of validators, researchers, and builders. As you can see here, what they want to do is pretty simple, and it is beneficial to the whole thing, the whole crypto community. They have been making massive moves at the moment, and their partnerships also with Chainlink, as well as a couple of other big cryptocurrencies, as well as businesses. Tezos is personally one that I think you guys should watch or look at, purely because they haven't experienced a bull run yet, a proper bull run where they have increased ridiculous amount of percentage. That's why I think Tezos and Chainlink, they'll be two to watch this time around, because they're the ones that could have this ridiculous increase. So Tezos is definitely one that I reckon you guys should check out if you haven't already. Now the last one on this list is going to be a bit more of an obvious one, and don't get me wrong, there are many others that I could have picked. I could have picked Digibyte, I could have picked Dash, I could have picked VeChain, but these are just the ones for me personally that I'm most confident on at the moment. There are obviously a lot of other YouTubers that would recommend different, but just for me personally at the minute, these are the most that I'm most confident on. Digibyte, etc. That doesn't mean they don't have potential, it just means they haven't quite made the list. They would definitely make my top 10 list, but for now, for this list, they haven't made that, which is unfortunate because they should be in there, but unfortunately they're not. And the last one is Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen. Why Ethereum? Purely because they are still here, they're still making big moves. You have the Ethereum 2.0 coming up, which is again a massive step for Ethereum. They're Reddit. They're partnered with Reddit, where Reddit are giving out Ethereum rewards for using Reddit or something like that. And there are strong rumors going around at the minute where Ethereum are looking to push a cryptocurrency bull run by teaming up with Nike. Now, if that happens, that is unbelievably big, because Nike has a worldwide fan base, so that would push cryptocurrency, in my opinion, to a big level. Ethereum is definitely a solid one, in my opinion. It's one of the safest ones out there, as well as Bitcoin. Bitcoin would be in this list as well, but then it would be a bit too obvious, in my opinion. But Ethereum is possibly, minus Bitcoin, your safest bet, in my opinion. You ain't going to get any safer than Ethereum. It's effectively done all the hard work. It hasn't quite yet, but it's done a lot of work, and they simply are going to make the cross the finish line, not first, but they'll be one of the first to cross the finish line, which, if in 5 years time you have players like Zilliqa and Cardano come and destroy Ethereum, then so be it. But I think for a minute Ethereum is a very solid contender, as well as all of the other ones. They have to prove themselves first before they can kill Ethereum, but until then I still think Ethereum is a very solid contender. those are my top picks, ladies and gentlemen. If you've enjoyed anything I've brought to you, don't forget about the Legend Anime giveaway. Or if you want to buy one for yourself, check the link in the description. It will be there at the top. I've been Crypto Noobs. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.